Carole and Michael Middleton are basically the royal family's best-kept secret weapons. While everyone's obsessing over William's receding hairline and whether Harry's going to crash another family event, these two have been playing the long game like absolute legends. The Middletons don't just appear places, darling. They strategically manifest when maximum impact is required. Think of them as the royal equivalent of that friend who only shows up to parties when they know it's going to be absolutely legendary. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Day 8 of Wimbledon, Royal Box, seated next to Roger Federer, who, by the way, is basically tennis royalty, the Duchess of Gloucester, and King Frederick of Denmark. This isn't coincidence, people. This is calculated brilliance. Carole, looking absolutely stunning at 70 in her brown and white striped Beulah London dress, because of course she's supporting an ethical fashion brand that the royals love, while Michael, the former BA flight dispatcher turned royal patriarch, is giving us serious "I've arrived and I'm here to stay" energy in his perfectly tailored suit. Remember when Kate was going through her cancer treatment last year? While the entire world was speculating, critiquing, and basically losing their collective minds, guess who was quietly holding down the fort? That's right, Carole and Michael Middleton were the ultimate support system. They appeared in that incredibly personal family footage when Kate announced the end of her chemotherapy. You know, the one where the whole Wales family was playing cards at Anmer Hall looking like the most relatable royals in history? That wasn't just a sweet family moment. That was a statement. And now, with Kate confirming she's in remission but still finding her new normal, her words, not mine, the Middletons stepping into the royal box at Wimbledon is sending a very specific message to the world. Kate was supposed to show up at Royal Ascot with her mother Carole and sister-in-law Alize. The royal watchers were salivating at the prospect of this mother-daughter sister-in-law power trio taking over the races. But then, plot twist, Kate pulled out last minute. Now, here's what the mainstream media told you. Kate's still recovering, finding her balance, taking it slow. All true, all very reasonable. But here's what they didn't tell you. This created the perfect opportunity for the Middletons to make their Wimbledon appearance even more impactful. Think about it. If Kate had done Royal Ascot with her mum, the Wimbledon appearance would have been just another "oh look, the in-laws are out again" moment. But because she didn't, the Middletons showing up at Wimbledon without Kate sends a completely different message. They're not just Kate's parents tagging along for royal events. They're established members of the royal ecosystem who can hold their own in the most prestigious settings. They don't need Kate there to validate their presence. They are the presence. Let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here. The Middletons aren't just any in-laws. They're the in-laws of the future King of England. Their grandson George is literally going to be king one day. Their granddaughter Charlotte is going to be a princess with actual power and influence. Little Louis is going to be a working royal. This family tree isn't just growing. It's creating an entirely new branch of the royal family that's more relatable, more modern, and frankly, more likable than anything we've seen in generations. Carole Middleton went from being a flight attendant to building a successful party planning business to being the grandmother of future monarchs. Michael went from dispatching flights to sitting in royal boxes next to kings. This is the ultimate glow-up story, and they're playing it to perfection. The genius of their strategy? They never overstep. They never overshadow. They never demand attention. They just appear when it matters most, looking absolutely impeccable, and remind everyone that they're not going anywhere. And in today's royal landscape, where Harry and Meghan are doing their thing across the pond, where Andrew is basically persona non grata, and where the working royals are stretched thinner than jam on toast, the Middletons represent stability. They're not trying to be Diana's replacement. Nobody could be. They're not trying to be the Spencer family 2.0. They're creating something entirely new. They're showing that you can be part of the royal family without being consumed by it. Look at how they've handled the media attention. Look at how they've supported Kate through everything from royal wedding pressure to cancer treatment. Look at how they've maintained their own identities while seamlessly integrating into royal life. When King Charles needs support, they're there. When William needs his in-laws to step up, they step up. When Kate needs her parents, they're there. But when they need to fade into the background, they disappear like they never existed. This Wimbledon appearance? It's them saying, we're here, we're established, we're not going anywhere, and we can hold our own in A&Y royal setting. And choosing Wimbledon for this power move? Pure genius. Because Kate is the patron of the All England Lawn Tennis Club, which means this is literally her event. The symbolism here is chef's kiss perfect. Kate might not be able to attend every royal event right now as she finds her new normal, but her parents can step in and represent the family's interests. They're not replacing her, they're supporting her. It's like having the most sophisticated royal backup system in history. The monarchy gets continuity, Kate gets support, and the Middletons get to cement their position as absolutely essential members of the royal ecosystem. And let's talk about that guest list in the royal box: Roger Federer, the Duchess of Gloucester, King Frederick of Denmark. These aren't just random VIPs. These are the people who matter in the intersection of sports, royalty, and international relations. The Middletons holding their own in this company? That's not luck. That's preparation meeting opportunity. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green. Sophie's proving that environmental activism isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. Until next time, keep munching on those eco-friendly royal cookies.